Hello again, it's Mastro Mixes with a quick little video. Not going to take a whole bunch of your time up because the shoes that I'm about to talk about this time, I think all of you already have. But I want to talk about this Fire Red 5 that we all just got. They made quite a few of them, so I think it was fairly easy to get. At least I missed out online, ended up getting a pair from City Gear with some help, but I've noticed some differences in them from previous fives, previous Fire Red 5s that I'd kind of like to talk about. Most of you may have already even noticed these already, but if you haven't, maybe I can teach you a little something. So before I even get into this one, first let's look at some other Fire Red 5s. I grabbed a few pair out, even grabbed the Golf one. I love this thing. The leather on this is insane. The red in this is the same as the red in these other Fire Red 5s, and I just now realized that I grabbed an Independence Day instead of a Fire Red on that one. So I've got another pair of Fire Red 5s in my shoe room, and I'm not going to go up there and get it because we'll just finish this video. That Independence Day has the 23 on the side, which the other Fire Red Gray Tongue I have does have the 23 on the side because it's the 2008 Countdown Pack version, and that pair has a 23 on the side. I wish the newer one did. Golf pair does not. And you guys might not all be into golf. I do like to dabble with it a little bit, so I do grab golf pairs. I entirely suck at golf, but I enjoy it. Getting into the Fire Reds, though, I noticed that the red is different. It's not going to show up good on camera. I've tried to test this already. You can't see the difference here in the camera very well, but the red on the older pairs are darker than the pair that we just got. It's also a different material on the sock liner than they ever used on these before. These are more of a woolly type feel, more of a fuzzy. These are like a nylon type of thing. The sock liner is a different material and it's a different color. It's not showing up well on camera, but looking at them side by side, the newer pairs are a lot lighter red than the older pairs. Even with the other versions, the red was always the same on them with these, but with this one, it's a little bit different red. I'm not mad at it. I still love the shoe. I'm still going to unDS this one and wear it. Another thing that I want to talk about with these, though, is another big difference that I've seen in them. One of the things I always used to look for to legit check 5s, and if you're grabbing your pairs and following along, if yours are a 10.5 or smaller, this doesn't always work anyway. On 10.5 and above, this always was 100% accurate on every pair of 5s. I've got almost every 5 ever released, other than some like, extremely rare pairs. Some rare pairs I do have, but it's always worked on all of them as a one aspect of a legit check that I always used to look for. The bottom of the left shoe, yeah, it's dirty. I wear the shit out of my shoes. The lines coming in the tread. This line on the bottom of the left shoe only doesn't work on the right. It always come across and hit the jump man right in the junk. The other line coming across always went across the shoulders right into the arm. Bottom of the left shoe. Grab another 5. Bottom of the left shoe, bam, right in the junk, right across the shoulders. On the Independence Day, it's going to do the same thing. Right across, bam, right in the junk, right across the shoulders. On the new pair, that's not the new pair. This is the new pair. And it's going to be hard to see because it's brand new and it's kind of bright. And I'm actually sitting in a fairly dark room. But the line comes across and my finger's in the line and you can see I'm not even touching the jump man. It's down below. It's lower down. and the other line comes across and it goes through the chest, not the shoulders. That used to be something you always look for in the fakes, all those, $99 get a pair from shipped from China, those websites. That's what they always did on their fives. This pair came straight from City Gear, so I know it's a legit pair. And it even bothered me still knowing that. So I asked a bunch of other people that I knew have other retail pairs, asked them, show me the bottom of your left shoe. I had several people send me pictures of the bottom of the left shoe. They're all doing this now. So that aspect of a legit check is gone. There's still other things to look for in fives. Fives are actually one of the easier pairs, at least for me. Going to the leather on this pair, it feels decent. It's not that real hard leather, but it's not a real soft leather either. It does feel really thin. I'll be anxious to see how well this one holds up. I do wear force fields in my shoes, though, and I said that earlier. That's why this pair from 2012, obviously very well worn, is not all creased up. This pair is the same way, obviously well worn, not creased up. If you guys don't know what force fields are, I encourage you to get them. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't work for anybody that does it. Most of my pairs, I keep a pair in it at all times. I do have more shoes than I have force fields, so I always have a pair of force fields that I'll pull out and put in the next shoe if it doesn't already have one in it. They last a lot longer if you put them in a pair and just leave them there and never take them out. They'll last as long as the shoe does. If you pull them out and put them in, pull them out and put them in, eventually you'll have to throw them away and get another pair. I probably keep about 200 pairs of force fields in shoes all the time, but I always have force fields to put in, take out, put in, take out, because I probably should just buy force fields for every pair of shoes that I have, but I've just never done that. The differences in the shoes are what I wanted to talk about. Most of you have probably already noticed that, and if you hadn't, then now you know. I'm Master O Mixes. Thanks for watching.